There's something about fat loss that most people never understand, and it's exactly why so many people feel stuck. Even when they're doing everything right, they clean up their diet, they start moving more, they stay consistent for a while, and at first, the body responds. But then, little by little, that changes. The scale slows down, energy feels lower, cravings come back, and suddenly, what used to work doesn't work anymore. That's when frustration turns into confusion, because people start thinking the answer is simple: I just need more discipline. But that's not always true, because fat loss isn't only about eating less. Your body is constantly adapting, and when it goes through repeated cycles of stress, dieting, and restriction, it learns to protect itself. Your metabolism becomes more efficient at conserving energy, which sounds good, until you realize that also means it becomes less willing to burn stored fat, and that's where most people get stuck. They don't realize their body has adapted. They just assume they need to push harder, eat less, exercise more, control more, but sometimes that only increases the problem, because the body doesn't always respond well to pressure. Sometimes what it needs is support. That's why some approaches don't focus on forcing dramatic results. They focus on helping your body work more efficiently. That's the idea behind Citrus Burn. Instead of relying on extreme stimulants, it focuses on supporting thermogenesis, helping your body convert stored fat into usable energy, and in a more balanced way. And that difference matters, because when your body feels supported instead of stressed, it tends to respond differently. Energy becomes more stable, cravings can feel less intense, and the whole process starts feeling more manageable, and that's important. Because real progress doesn't come from extreme bursts of motivation. It comes from consistency, and consistency only happens when the process is realistic enough to maintain. That's why simple routines work better in the long run, and that's also why products built around support instead of force often make more sense for people who already feel stuck. So if fat loss has been getting harder over time, it might not be because you're doing less. It might be because your body has adapted more than you realize. And the answer may not be more pressure. It may be a smarter way of working with your body.